about what we call a Lego concept. So when you're given a screenshot, and if you have to break it down into proper HTML and CSS, let's say, for example, that you have a website that looks like this. So, and you have some images, some navigations, some search text, and a button. So if you have this website and you need to break it down, sometimes what we see students do is they create a division called wrapper, and they have another division that wraps this. They have another division that makes it look like that, another division, another division, another division, and they try to position each of these boxes so that it's placed at the right position. Now, if you try to do it this way, it's going to take a lot more time, and it's more efficient to do what we call the Lego concept. And the Lego concept is, imagine that you're trying to pack each of these items into a U-Haul. Now, you're not going to have all these individual small boxes kind of scattered all over the place. What you can do is you can, for example, when you're doing something like this, you can just have one huge box, and maybe you put a background color and position it so that it is positioned right there. And then you can have another element like this and have another box, okay, like that, okay? Now, so in this box, you will put that. In this box, you can maybe even break it into two smaller boxes like this, one at the top, one at the bottom. So once you lay out your boxes, and once you stack the boxes so that it's touching right next to each other, then you can go into each of these pieces and then refine it. So imagine that I also had another left kind of panel, and I had some buttons, and maybe I had some of these items. Now, what you could do using Lego concept is, again, instead of putting all of these individually, maybe you can just have one thing that wraps all of those, and then, well, this one is kind of easy. You just put one for that, one for the smaller, the middle one for the bottom, and then this, instead of having 4 individual items, you can have one bigger box that touches this bigger box, and then inside you can put these 4 items as inline block. So that's the Lego concept. Once you have the Lego concept done well, then you're going to see all of your website in big boxes that are stacked right next to each other. So use the Lego concept to position your elements and to stack them up.